Hey everybody, welcome. Ken's in the background producing, and I am ready to continue on with the jail wagon, and I have cut bars. Spent a couple hours with the Dremel today, cutting these off with the cutoff wheel.
He didn't want to do it the original way of pulling a file out of a cake and doing it that way.
No, it would have taken forever.
But you get delicious cake?
I did. Absolutely did. And they cut it, a little bit punny here, but they cut it a little bit close. I wasn't sure I was going to have enough material.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess they knew what they were doing.
Yep. But I think looking at them, come on, where's folks? But there we go. I am going to leave them just like that. I think they look fantastic.
Oh, they do. They do look fantastic.
And then I got a new toy in the mail today.
Right on. I saw that on Discord.
Yep. And what this is, for those of you who have not seen one, it's on Facebook all the time, is you take, let me see, do I have a dowel handy? I know I've got one.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to just quickly go through here. We have Don. He's here. He was happy to be the first one, just like Ricky Bobby.
Yes.
We have Donnie. He's okay. Time for a second feature. Stephen Haynes is here. Good evening, Stephen. And Jody's happy that he's here on time. And Trent is here as well. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream.
I just realized might have a problem with this kit. I don't think I have a dowel. But this is from the rocket that I'm working on tomorrow. But what this is for is you take your dowel, and this dowel is bigger than the tool is supposed to take. There, bigger than the tool is supposed to take. But you take your dowel, and it will let you center drill, actually hit exact center on the dowel when you, like for a mast or something like that.
Nice.
And then it won't work for too large, but if you got the right, if it's the, 4 millimeters is the maximum size it goes to.
Right.
But then you can center drill as well from this side.
That is cool.
Tool. Nice, really nice little tool. And I'm actually, I was very impressed with the packaging that it came in. Especially because I bought it off of AliExpress. I did not expect the logo to be there because when I bought it on AliExpress, the one I saw didn't have the logo. But I will play with it at some point and actually give a either solid 2 thumbs up or a solid, this thing sucks.
Or one and a half thumbs up, and then I got to quickly go to the hospital now.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Okay, now I'm not so concerned. This thing has actual metal, white metal axles.
Oh, okay, there you go. So, yeah,
I was thinking it would have. I was thinking it was going to have dowels.
Right. Yes, thanks, Stephen. Hello to you too.
I like Donnie's comment. He says if you ran out of rod, you could have left 1 or 2 bars off and put footsteps on the base, leading away from the coach. They escaped. It was kind of funny too that when I got ready to start cutting the bars, I was like, where are the windows? I know I have the windows. Where are they? I looked in the box. I'm like, where did I put them? And then I was like, oh, yeah, I put them inside.
Yeah, Don says that was my only concern about the larger size dowel with that jig.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, it'll work for center drilling on the side. It just won't work for center drilling on the end. And who knows? Maybe they'll come out with one that's larger. If this one sells well, because this is a brand new tool. I think I haven't seen it anywhere other than, I think first time I saw it was maybe 3 weeks ago. And it has a Allen stock that comes with it, but these screws also have the striations on them, so you can actually do it by hand. It comes without the screws in the end here, because since you've got the different size drill bits, is movable.
Nice. That's so cool.
I like it a lot.
Donnie's asking, what's the brand name?
It's not Mazda, it's Mazha. And the actual tool's name is really terrible. It is a borehole positioner.
And like Todd said, everybody needs a borehole positioner in their life.
Yes. And there is the Mazda logo. So, back where we were supposed to be, because we started playing with wheels last week because I ran out of things to do. And I'll tell you right now, these were not difficult to drill, but interesting to drill. Or not drill, but cut, because they're solid. Once paint is dry, ream all the holes, blah, 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 blah. Add the bars. Let's see. Left and right of center until all 5 are in place. See the picture. Next, repeat the process with all windows, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Wait, are they having... Okay. They're having me install the door first. I'm going to do it my way. It's my model. I'll do it my way.
I'll do it my way.
Exactly. And currently, these bars are not glued in. What I'm going to do is put a drop of glue, super glue, on the end of each bar here, just to keep them in place. The rest of them, because I can get to them, I'm going to put the bars in and leave them completely loose. This one here, you're not going to really be able to do much with, but I want the bars to actually be turnable like that.
Okay, cool.
They have a little bit of play, but they're almost exactly perfect. Somehow I don't think this is going to work well.
Don says, okay, Frank. Yeah, sorry, my singing is not good. And get ready for trivia here at the 10-minute mark here. If nothing massive is happening, I will start asking the trivia questions.
Nothing massive is happening now because the rainstorm went away.
Which is good, so you shouldn't have power outage or anything.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things I don't understand why we don't do more of in this country. Why are our power lines in the air rather than underground? When's the last time you heard of a tree cutting a power line that was underground?
Yeah. I mean, I lived in a smaller town before I came to the city here. We had above ground power lines there, but yeah, where I live in the city, there's no above ground power lines.
And when we had the storm that we're still waiting for them to fix the house. When that storm happened, the reason we were without power for 2 days was because a power line hit a tree, or a tree hit a power line.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it took them 2 days to fix it. The worst part about that was not being without power. It was listening to the two generators, one in front, one in back, for 48 hours.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, so here's our first trivia question of the night. Oh, Todd, you're just in time for trivia.
Hey,
Todd
Todd.
says hello and good evening, all. So, question number 1 out of 20. In what year was London Airport renamed to Heathrow Airport? In what year?
I had a number jump into my head. I'm just not sure.
Oh, Todd said the schedule he made apparently deleted itself.
Oh, very nice.
I guess that's why nobody saw it.
Maybe Ian saw it and said, I don't like that. Route 66. Oh, I know. I think he's saying that he thinks it was in 66.
Darth says, yeah. Trent says 1966.
That's not the number I had in mind.
Yeah, what number did you have in mind?
1972.
Okay. Dawn says 1960.
The only reason I think 1972 is just because. That was the number that popped into my head. Whoops, that didn't work.
The prisoner wouldn't mind so much.
No. Well, my thought is that most of these are going to be friction fit anyway. So get this slid in here.
So Jody, is Mary going to play along with trivia as well?
Got a mosquito in here.
Oh, that's never a good thing.
No.
And Jody doesn't know. Jody doesn't know. Don't tell Jody because Jody doesn't know.
Well, it was kind of funny yesterday. Andrea and I were talking about, of all things, cicadas. And she kind of got the shock of her life, I guess, because I said, how loud are they anyway? I barely hear cicadas when they're active because they're right at that right
frequency.
Yeah, the right frequency that I don't hear them.
Nice. Todd says fifth busiest airport in the world. Jody says we're in different rooms. I'm at the workbench. All right. So the answer to question number 1 is yes, 1966.
Ah. Well, there's a reason I didn't know that. I was a year old. I didn't care about things like that then.
Jody had managed to get a guess in there just in time, but he said 1959.
That was when my brother was invented.
All right.
So like I was telling you before the stream started, had an interesting day today. I replaced our stove, the cooktop today, with one that is much better than the one we tried before.
Yes, you were saying that.
Got it on Prime deals. And it's kind of a unique stove because it is both the traditional ceramic and induction.
Yeah, you were saying that, half and half.
Yep. It's taking a little bit of there's a little bit of a learning curve to it because excuse me, because it's got one burner that it's got the small pan, medium pan, and then the huge pan on the ceramic side.
What about the Japan?
No Japan.
Okay.
Might have been. No, actually, it was made in China. It's Chinesian, but it is much better. We replaced the current induction cooktop that we had with another induction cooktop that just didn't work hardly at all.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Now, so far, this one is fantastic, and these bars are just falling straight through.
Again, the prisoner doesn't mind.
No. But we don't want Donnie to escape. I mean,
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 2. What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
I know this one. I'll be quiet for right now.
All right. This is an easier one.
Very easy one.
Everyone should know it's a roadrunner. Just kidding. Jody says a Hummer.
But would that be the H1? Would that be the H1 or the H2?
Or the H3?
Yeah.
Donnie says hummingbird. Todd says Hummer. So yes, I'll give you guys the answer.
It is the hummingbird.
It is, yes. That was an easy one.
And its wings beat at about 3,000 beats per minute.
Steven says Harrier jump jet.
I've never heard a hummingbird when it's flying, but I believe it probably sounds a bit like a fly.
Yeah, I've never heard one either. You know, I've seen them like when you're visiting someone who has like a feeder outside or something, and you know, you look at the window, you see them hovering there.
Yep. Going
in, get something to eat, and then flying a little bit backwards and then taking off. Trent said a Ford Falcon.
Yes. What do you think?
I think that looks good.
And you can't really tell you can in person. You can see the top a little bit.
You can see on camera a little bit too from the bottom.
Yeah,
but I think that's fine.
I'm going to push it just a hair further. I think that's going to work great. And no glue. Just for fun, because I haven't even tried. I'm going to try the door. Now Marlon Perkins has shown up. I would be willing to bet that there are some people, Alec, who don't even know who Marlon Perkins is. Oh, wow. So Marley is right now looking over. Ow. stepped on my foot. He was looking over at his bed where Murphy was laying.
Okay.
And he's like, but wait. You don't know who Marlon Perkins was? What about you? Do you know Ken?
I do not.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. He was the host.
Okay. Not a big show here in Canada.
No, of course not. I mean,
Mutual of Omaha, they're not an insurance company here.
yeah, but that was one of their things is they had the Mutual of Omaha or the Wild Kingdom, and that was the same time that Jacques Cousteau was very popular on TV.
Right. Now, it's not to say I'm not familiar with the show. I was aware of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had no idea who Marlon Perkins was.
He was old. Well, I've seen pictures of people today and people 40 years ago. So by today's standards, he was about 1,000. But the standards of the 70s, he was probably in his 60s.
Don says it was a great show growing up.
It was.
Did you guys get the Wide World of Sports?
Yep, with Howard Cosell.
Yeah. I always remember the opening video, that one where that one skier just wapes right out and tumbles down there.
Oh, yeah. The agony of defeat.
Yep. Yes, Jody, we did. We had Lauren Green's New Wilderness.
This is Howard Cosell. I can't do his voice.
Spanning the globe.
Matter of fact, Wide World of Sports is where I got to watch Evel Knievel not jump the Snake River Canyon. Because he did it as a live event, and he almost made it. Well, truthfully, he did make it. The only problem is his chute came out too soon and carried him back into the river.
Don says we also had The Wonderful World of Disney.
Yep.
Yes, we did too, every Sunday evening.
And originally, in its original iteration, Walt Disney actually hosted it.
Yes, he did.
Not in my lifetime, though.
No.
I've got one bar I forgot to shorten. And I don't want to do it on the live stream because the audience will be deaf.
Well, Don says he didn't mind.
Well, there you go. That's because Don's a couple days older than I am.
A day or two.
Yeah. I don't remember if Don, I know Don said something, I think it was on the stream Friday, where he said he saw from my build here that he built his door wrong.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is that true, Don?
The reinforcing pieces on the inside.
Yep.
These two crossbars and this one here. He has them on the outside.
Okay.
I thought that was where they belonged to until I looked at the instructions. I was like, I'll put it that way. See, he built it backwards.
Oh, that's okay.
As long as it's not upside down and backwards.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be just displaying it with the instructions, are you?
I will be. I always
do. As nice
do.
as they do.
Okay, this one's going to have to be glued in. It's not a friction fit. And Ian is laughing out loud about something.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I'm not reading that out loud. The meme I posted into off topic.
Okay. By the way, you have a double goofy up.
I do that sometimes, don't I?
You do.
It's when I forget to take it off here because it's on the channel here.
Todd says, "Oh my God, I found the schedule. I'm a dumbass."
He posted it on his. It's on the HTM channel description.
Oh, there we go.
Nobody looks at that except maybe Todd.
Yeah, especially if you've been around here for a while. Said put it up there like 2 weeks ago, not the videos on the channel itself. Okay, question number 3. And I think to me this is another easy one. What is the largest living species of lizard? Leaping lizards. Don said, must have happened while you were sleeping.
That means it could have happened anytime.
We've got Kimono from Todd, Komodo Dragon from Jody, Kimono Dragon from Trent, Kimono Dragon from Don.
I think it's the lizard man.
It's Dr. Connors, little lizard man.
So yes, this has got to go in here.
So yes, the answer is a Komodo dragon.
Not
a kimono dragon.
I like Jody's response to that. A lizard skin kimono would be itchy. And scratchy. The Itchy and Scratchy Show. Sorry.
So Todd said I put it in the channel description so it can be changed once in place. We put it in the streams. We got to change a bunch of places. Yeah, those lizards, you're right, Todd. They are mean mothers.
Oh yeah. If you've ever played what is it, Far Cry, they're no joke. I picture them being as bad or worse than they are in Far Cry.
I know I have very poisonous saliva. And their jaws are strong enough to snap bones. And they can actually get up to a fairly decent, little sprint that going on there.
Yep.
So Jody said
good.
He said he scheduled one for 11:30.
Cool. I'll tell you right now, a kimono dragon, I'll never mess with one.
A Komodo dragon or a kimono dragon?
A kimono dragon. I said it that way on purpose.
Oh, okay. Especially when I was walking down the catwalk. Yeah, the catwalk. Do its little turn on the catwalk.
The first song I ever sang at karaoke was that song because I knew the DJ, and if he knew you and you attended, you didn't sing, he picked a song for you.
Well, right said Fred.
Yep.
What time you start your streams, Buck? 9 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, it was 9 p.m. today.
Yeah. Although normally it's 8, is it not?
Right. And well, and that's the thing is if Keith wants to have the 7 to 9 Eastern slot, I have no problem with that.
Todd. Oh, Todd. Yeah.
It's Kimono's Dragon. What?
This is Willie's name when he wears silk. And he's like, ha. And he also says, what do you want the description to say for start time?
I would have it say, have it say, let me think. So 8, yeah, have it say 8 Eastern every other week and 9 Eastern on weeks that Keith is streaming. It's messy now. I'm having to glue these ones in.
He said, I'll put 8/9 p.m.
Yep, that works.
Pretty soon we'll have to start publishing a TV guide here.
Yes. Well, you could just put whenever Buck damn well feels like it. I have occasionally considered starting the stream early.
He's asking what time does Donnie usually start his on Mondays? I think
It's 8 o'clock, so 7 o'clock Eastern. I know that because he starts later than I normally would. I'm still getting used to the idea that I don't have to work.
There we go. Donnie says 8 Central.
Yep.
And Trent says just don't cross the streams. And Trent says it was PM on Monday. So he says he needs Eastern times. So 9 p.m. Donnie.
So Middle East, Near East, Far East. And here, this is evidence of how I started cutting these bars.
Ooh, yeah. Whoops.
That's how I marked it. The first one was the only one that I needed to do that with. And that I can actually put on the bottom on the inside, so that'll work perfect.
Well, it's coming along nicely.
Yeah. I should, you know what? I should steal somebody's thunder. I could do that. Kalen does not stream anymore. I could steal his noon slot for coffee with Kalen.
Oh, there we go.
He used to do that.
If you go a little bit earlier, you could go brunch with Buck.
Yeah, there we go.
So Todd's kind of putting everything up here. He's Monday, 9 p.m. mini Mondays with Donnie. 8/9 building with Buck on Tuesdays. Buckman's Model Mania Wednesday at 7 p.m. Woody Wednesdays group here on HTM USA. Let's see here. Thursday, 8 p.m. Dockyards Night Shift by Aligning the Stars. At 9 p.m. Friday night. That's the Friday night builds. Saturday, 9 p.m. Canadian Starships Live by Canadian Starships. Sunday, 4 p.m. Sunday Fun Day group.
There's one missing on there. Keith should be on Tuesdays before my stream. alternating Tuesdays.
Yes.
He's building his Kronos One, and I have a feeling that once he starts and he gets done with the Kronos One, which he thinks he's expecting to take him all the way to Wonderfest. But I suspect that after the bug bites him, he's going to continue to stream. I just let you know the edit. What the heck? Were you not listening, Todd? He plans on being consistent every other week. But I expect that what's going to happen is he's going to, after doing it a couple of times, he's going to get. But he streamed one time. Yeah, add him because he plans on doing it every other week until Wonderfest, and I expect he will eventually just do Tuesdays every Tuesday. It's one of these things you start with lofty ideals of I'm just going to do it a little bit, and then it takes over your entire life. You're streaming 18 times a week. Sundays, Fridays, Thursdays.
What time he start on his weeks?
That would be 6 o'clock Eastern, which is why I shifted. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot.
And Don says, nope, 7.
That's right, 6 o'clock Central. That one bar, prisoner just escaped.
If it's a skinny enough prisoner. If it's Boss Hog, he ain't getting out. Hard enough time getting out with the door open.
Todd wouldn't make it in here. He's too tall. Okay, try this again.
All right, question number 4. The term Grand Prix was first used in a motor race in which country?
Istanbul? Oh wait, that's a
It was Constantinople.
Exactly.
Oh, Jeff's Train World HO and O Gauge is here.
Hey Jeff,
you're just in time for a little bit of trivia. We're on question 4, and the term Grand Prix was first used in a motor race in which country?
And I agree with what the answers that are coming in.
We have France. There's a few France's question marks, though.
Yeah. And it is spelled Grand Prix.
That it is. Oh, Jeff says Monaco. Anybody want to change their answer?
Nope.
And the answer is France. It is France. That is correct.
Jody asks, you know what it means? Big race? That would be my guess, is big race.
Don says, always go with the first. Wee. Although he's spelling it W-E-W-E, not O-U-I. Tony says, at Le Mans. And Jody says, the big prize.
Ah.
Yes. Oh, there we go. Don's spelled it correctly now. Wee wee.
I like Todd's comment.
Well, it does say Grand Prix. The French accent makes it nicer to say.
Yes, indeed, it does.
Is that bar staying in place now?
It is. And that one.
Now, were there
That
supposed to
was-
be some spacers in between there in those bars?
Nope.
Okay.
No, the bars are spaced by the holes.
No, I meant vertically
Oh,
or horizontally or whatever. You're
yeah,
going
no,
across them.
you would think there'd be another one right here,
Yeah.
but there is not.
Okay. Let's see here. Jeff saying I was rust coating my building for my layout. Just got about half an hour ago. Just got off about half an hour ago.
I don't know, Todd. You may have grown up eating tree. Well, that's better. That's better. That will work.
Oh, Jeff's asking. He said he's got a bit of trivia. He said, "What's the largest tree in the world?"
Should be the sequoia, giant sequoia.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
I would agree with you. I think it is. Is it not? Don says that one's a stumped.
It's really sad when you see people doing things to these 2,000-year-old trees.
Oh, I know.
I mean, the tunnel through the tree. Glued myself there. The tunnel through the tree, neat idea, but really, did you have to?
Yeah.
And that tree is not near as big as you think it is because I've been to it.
See, Jody says it was General Sherman. Todd says got to be a sequoia. Jody says now it's a secret tree. Just like TikTok. Well, and right back at Jeff. What's the HO stand for in model railroads? Jeff says nope. Sequoia are larger, rounder in circumference. It's not what you think.
The family tree.
True.
Nice.
Chef says it's the aspens. There we go.
I know I have an evergreen tree in the backyard that thing wants to grab a hold. Yep, there we go. Because there's roots. It's all one tree. That's what I was thinking. But that tree I've got in the backyard is reaching for my house.
Oh, it's never any good.
Well, the amazing part is this stinking tree is like 50 feet away from the house. Maybe not 50, but it's a ways back there. And it's very close to the house on the furthest reach of the roots.
Jeff said the root ball is the biggest in the world. It's all one constant tree.
Yep.
Okay, so the next trivia question number 5. This one is a music type question. More of a modern musician question. What is the singer Rihanna? What is her birth name? What is Rihanna's birth name?
Mary Jo Kirkpatrick.
Are you looking at my answers?
I am actually looking over your shoulder.
Damn you. Todd says Robin with a Y. Robin. As opposed to an I, which would be the sidekick of Batman.
She could be his sidekick. There we go.
Todd said her stage name is her middle name. Now I have to turn in my man card. But what is her last name? You got the first name right. But what's the last name? Jody said Helgerton Freemandoli.
Wait, Robin, how about the cradle?
Jeff says hemorrhoids. And Todd said Fenty. Another reason to change your name. Don says Todd is Secret Swifty. So yes, question number 5, Todd had correct. It is Robin Fenty. How's the windows on that side coming along, Buck?
Oh, hang on just a second. I'm positioning this one where I want it.
Todd says at least Taylor uses her full name.
I might have to glue this one, but looks good.
Yeah, it does.
It's just a little loose on the top, but unless Ian comes and picks it up and starts playing with it, it should be okay.
Hey, guess where Alec is?
At work,
Yeah.
asking if he can go home.
Yeah, he says, hi, Buck and Ken. Just got on my break. Almost 3 hours left until I can go home. Finally eat something made with a working microwave and hopefully get more planks laid on my longboat before tomorrow.
Taylor who?
Yeah, Taylor who? Taylor Johnson. Who do you think we're talking about?
Ah, yeah. Dar's saying I better glue it then. Bing bong.
Avon calling. Is Avon still a thing? That's a good question.
I think it became Mary Kay.
And Todd says, and she ain't bad looking.
So Jody posted in Discord, I'm going to randomly start streaming after Buck. So does that mean he's every time I stream, he's going to stream randomly? I almost feel like he's saying that he's going to start stalking me on the streams.
Talker. Jody's like, no.
No.
Just tonight. Okay. A couple of sports questions coming up next. Question number 6.
What are the scariest soccer fans in the world?
No. Question 6 is, which course Oh, sorry, I burped. Which course of the Masters golf tournament? Sorry, in which course is the Masters golf tournament held at? And Todd's like, I don't know sports. He's like, a golf course? Yeah, but what's the name of the golf course? The full name. Let's see here. Trent says Augusta. Don says Augusta National.
Well, I lose. I was thinking Torrey Pines.
And then Todd says Augusta is the only fancy one I know.
Alex asking who I'm going to put, if I'm going to put somebody in and who. I'm going to put Alec in so that he doesn't have to complain about work anymore.
Todd says there's one with a P too. WTF is Torrey Pines.
I think it's one in California.
Don says I've driven by it several times while there. So, yes, the answer is Augusta National Golf Club. Yep.
Wait, but doesn't the song say Augusta is just no place to be?
Yeah, but it's not meant for golfers.
Ah, okay. Well, there is that. They do wear funny shoes and stupid looking pants.
Yes. That makes me like a Caddyshack. If I wore pants like that, I'd kick my own ass.
Yep. Good old Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Take my wife, please. No, that was Groucho Marx, actually, I think.
So Don says it's a small town. And then Todd says watching golf is like hanging upside down, suspended by a scrotum hair.
Come on, what's wrong with watching old fat men whack a little ball and then walk a bunch and then whack a little ball again?
So a lot of those guys aren't fat these days.
Yeah, there is that. There is that.
They are good athletes for like professional golf. There's no carts allowed. It's all you have to walk the course. Donnie says it's boring as hell. Yes, but it's nice to watch, especially like a game, say in Hawaii or something, when you're sitting there in your living room on a cold Canadian winter day, and all you got outside your window is just a blizzard.
Blizzard? Like Warcraft Blizzard?
Yeah. Todd says that's the point of many sports. Go to ball or got a ball, get rid of it, chase the ball, get rid of it again.
Yeah.
And then Alec is talking about can it be next month. He's looking forward to his Apache. Finishing up. Todd says tennis, golf, basketball, football, soccer, badminton, volleyball, all this. No, badminton does not use a ball. Thank you very much, Todd.
It uses a birdie.
You call it a birdie, yeah, or a shuttlecock.
Yes. You stepped on what? Your shuttle what? Oh, look at that. That is almost perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then they're talking about if you can include beer in your cart, it can be much more fun. And Todd says, if it includes the beer grill, then yes. And that's why Alec prefers fishing, camping, and hiking.
Don't fall in. It's falling in.
Don't do it.
Need tweezers. Bing bong.
Yeah, Trent says golfing's a blast. It's much more fun to be out there drinking beers with the guys. So I was like, okay, the ball is a cock. Alex says, you never know what you're going to run into while you're hiking. Yeah, I guess. Todd's the same idea. And Don's pointing up to Todd. And then he keeps going on. Hockey, blah, 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 blah.
I know a sport where you get rid of the ball, but it comes back to you. You don't have to go chase it. They call it a sport, at least.
Okay, next question. Because we're almost at the hour mark and we're not even at question 10 yet. Question 7. Which Open Tennis Championship is played on clay?
I think I know that one.
Well, there you go. See, we can't have them all easy for Todd. Todd says Wimbledon. There you go.
And that's what I was thinking.
And Don says Wimbledon. Well, he says Wimbledon, not Wimbledon. That's okay. Alex saying, are you referring to paddleball, Buck?
Huh?
Where the ball is attached by a string?
Oh, no. Bowling. You don't have to go get that ball. It comes back to you.
Jody said when he worked at the golf course, I got pretty good at it. Playing every week. Todd said, I knew that one. Donnie said, what about chess? That's a sport. They don't use balls. Don says, I can't spell good. Todd says, I can see Jody playing golf. Alex says, laugh out loud. Are you saying it's Wimp Dawn? Because no one's got the answer yet. Anyway, people have said Wimbledon, but it's not. That's not the answer.
I thought it was.
No. Which Open Tennis Championship is played on clay?
So the key word is open.
No, I mean, they're all like Open Tennis Championships. But this is the only one that's played on clay as opposed to like the turf.
Thought Wimbledon was on clay.
Nope, it is not. Todd says, I'll play on your clay, Ken. Yeah, Todd says I can't see Jody playing golf. Epic. Or sorry, I can see Jody playing golf. Epic. Howard said, "Oh, hey, Howard, welcome." Howard said, "I only played the bedroom golf." Yes. I'm not going to read any more of that.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
And Dash is here. Yes. So Don says U.S. Open. Donnie says French Open. And then we got some highs to Howard's. Steven says France. And then Todd's talking about spelunking. Yes, so the answer is the French Open.
Huh. Let's see. This is a happy dog. This is a happy dog. He has 2 bones and 2 stuffed animals in bed with him.
Oh, there you go. Now, is he sleeping yet or no?
No, he's chewing on a bone.
Nice.
So I'm going to leave that tape on there.
Todd says, "Oh hell no, that's some Al made up BS."
No, AI.
No, Al.
Not Al.
No, it's Al.
Al? Okay. Oh, that's the AI's name these days? Al?
Yeah, Al.
Speaking
Misinformation,
of which,
fake news. Okay. Next.
speaking of which, Al Yankovic is currently doing his concert tour. He had one of the fans ask him what they should call him. You know, Mr. Yankovic, Alfred. And so he later on went on stage and sang the song, "You Can Call Me Al."
There we go. Okay.
And he has, sorry.
No, go ahead. And he has
Puddle's Pity Party with him.
Nice. All right. This final question in sports category. Okay. This is question number 8. Which Olympic sport is played with brooms and stones?
No, I know that.
Jody says curling. Don says, "Oh, that rock slidey thing."
Yes.
Don says curling.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying, Buck? Curling?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very Canadian sport.
Yes, but not originally. Steven says curling. Don's like, "Ugh, another stupid name. WTF are they curling?" You watch the sport, you'll understand. Because you actually spin the stone as you're throwing it down the ice, and you actually get a spin on it, and it'll curl behind the other stones. There is actually strategy to it.
What are they curling? Their toes, the air, and Alec pops in there with hair.
But yes, that is the answer. It is curling. So that ends, yeah. So shuffleboard scaled up. Yeah, basically.
Oops. I made a mistake.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Well, hopefully these hinges will stay. Because it says, yeah, make sure this piece is in place before you put the door in. There's a door stop that's supposed to be in there.
Oh.
Howard said bedroom golf is his answer for all the questions.
Well, there's no more sports questions, but sure.
What singer sang blah, 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 blah? Bedroom golf. No, I will not read the freaking manual. Because I are professional.
All right. Question number 9. Which animal never sleeps?
Todd? Oh, wait, no, that's Alec.
Which animal never sleeps?
You know, I didn't know it until it just popped into my head.
Don says shark.
Yep. Because if it sleeps, it dies.
Todd says, I've watched a shark sleep. He said, Mala Pier in Maui. Eyes closed and everything. Just floating down under the concrete slabs. So, good night, Stephen. You take care.
Good night, Stephen.
Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Yes, he says see you tomorrow.
Yep, we will be here.
So Todd is correct, though. It is not a shark.
Baby shark.
Do, 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 do.
Wait. Now the question is, did we just stick that in Todd's head? do, 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 do.
Dash is guessing it's Alec, but it's not. Because he does sleep sometimes, and so does Todd. Todd sleeps sometimes.
Are you sure?
Todd says payback's a bitch, Buck.
For what?
So do we have any other guesses other than shark?
Ian?
Which animal never sleeps? Donnie. Stop, Maddie from the crew that song, so stop. Yeah, you're right, Todd. I know dolphins can half sleep. That's true. Half their brain goes to sleep at a time. So that is sleep. I'll give you guys about another 30 seconds for answers.
Retired Canadian police officers.
No, I sleep. Oh, God, okay. Do I sleep? When the medication works good, I sleep.
It was a random guess.
It was a good one, though. 15 seconds.
Uh-oh. I thought about this, too, that I should fill this.
Uh-oh.
It's not full of water.
Alex says, and then Buck
Thank you, Howard.
$19. That's okay. 3 baby raccoons are taking a dirt nap after a 22 helped them. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Alex guesses a New Yorkers.
And those are they're not baby raccoons. They're small trash pandas.
All right. So the answer is an American bullfrog.
No wonder those guys kept showing up in the backyard.
Yep. Oh, the animal that never sleeps is the American bullfrog.
We have had like 5 or 6 frogs show up in the backyard this year. And every time they do, Oliver's like, "Can I eat him, Dad?"
Todd says, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Of course I know that. He was a good friend of mine.
Never understood a word that he said.
No, yeah.
But I sure would drink his wine.
Oh, yeah, who wouldn't?
And he always had a mighty fine wine. That song might be stuck in my head now. So I have stepped away. I'm actually cleaning this thing out real quick a little bit, and then I'm going to get some water in it so I can spill it all over the table.
Todd says, "Suck it, Buck." Don says, "I want more Western trivia." I'm more gooder at that. Okay, another animal question here. What color is a polar bear's skin?
I know what comes to mind, but I think it's probably wrong.
Don says Buck is washing his hands.
No, Buck is getting water for the brush toilet.
Cleaner. Don says black. Jody says black. Todd says the hair is clear. I know that one. To which Jody says Tess, which he means, I'm sure means yes. Todd says I go with black. Donnie says black. Yeah, Jody says or yes. Yeah.
I was thinking black. As Wesley Snipes said it in the movie, I think it was Passenger 57. Always bet on black.
Yep. So yes, that is correct. Question 10, the answer is black. Their skin is black.
Now I need brush. I have brush toilet. I need brush. Brush. I found brush.
Okay. Question number 11. I'm trying to catch up so we're at an even pace. Finish these at about the 2-hour mark.
Yep.
Question 11. Which band was originally called Starfish?
No way.
Yes, way.
No way.
So what band was originally called Starfish? I can see Todd knowing this one, maybe. But we'll see. Maybe he doesn't. Donnie says Jefferson Starship.
Well, see,
Todd
here's
says he
the
knows
problem. Well, that's the thing is I don't think it was Starship or Jefferson Starship or Jefferson Airplane because that was their original name. That's why I was saying no way.
Todd says he knows it, but I won't say it. I need to keep my man card. CP.
Oh, good God. With that clue, I would have to say Village People.
And he says, nah, it's more obvious. Howard says black. Well, for the polar bear, yeah. Don says Kiss. Hootie and the Chocolate Starfish.
Wait, is Eric here? I haven't seen Eric yet.
No. Quick, put a couple clamps on your desk just in case.
Well, that's what I'm thinking is because I'm about to break out a couple of clamps.
Oh, there you go. Todd says Hootie and the balloon knot. Hootie and the rusty sheriff's badge.
Who almost knocked over the thing. Wagon.
No, Don said, I looked it up on Google, would have never guessed it. Yeah. But Todd obviously knows who it was. So the answer to question number 11, which band was originally called Starfish, was, go ahead, Todd, and tell everyone.
Hootie and the Hootie Fish?
Yes, Coldplay.
Wow.
He's like, gross. He's like, blash. Smells like Zip Kicker in there now.
It's just regular wood glue.
Howard says, wait, must be behind on the video. Yeah, sir, we don't have any Jordan laughs right now that you could listen to either if we speed it up. Okay. Question 12. So the next question is a movie question, and it's nothing from this century. So hopefully that'll help some of you.
The 1978 Superman movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. We need a question first, don't we?
That's right. Yeah, Don says, I think we need multiple guesses on these. This one might be a little easier. Howard said, I thought we were talking about polar bears. Okay. So, question number 12. Which movie did Marilyn Monroe sing Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend? Come on, Don, you got to know this one.
Damn it. Yay! I just screwed this all up.
Oh, that's no good.
Well, I forgot to put the door on first, or the doorstop on first.
Don says, gentlemen prefer blondes.
And diamonds are a girl's best friend.
And Meadowow is here. Which I
Howdy.
believe is one of Jody's relatives.
Cool.
Donnie says, gentlemen prefer blondes. Todd says, only 2 decades before I was born. So, yes, the answer to question 12 was gentlemen prefer blondes. Don says, guess I'm not a gentleman. I like redheads. Well, I appreciate that. Being a redhead. Ew, wait a minute.
Ew. Ew.
That's gross.
Well, Andrea tends to use hair dye, and so she has usually purple hair.
Oh.
Or blue. Okay. So now that I've ripped the door off. Wait, wasn't that a TV show, Door Off the Explorer? Blonde is my favorite flavor.
Todd says Donnie slid right out of his theater seat when he saw Jessica Rabbit. Yeah, no kidding. You're just not having any luck with that door.
No, I'm not throwing it all over the place. But you know what that means. Once I have it on here actually installed and it stays in place, ain't nobody getting out. See, the thing is, I really needed to take it off anyway because I needed to mark that door as well. Or mark the doorstop.
Oh, right. Yep. Okay, the next question is a film type question as well. Who is the only director to be nominated for an Oscar in 6 different decades? Didn't have to win, just had to be nominated in 6 different decades. Howard said, my girl said we're going to have 40 people at our wedding. I said, you got to get here first. And I told her, I said, I don't know who the 40 people are because I can't think of 40 people that would be there. Most of my relatives is dead. Okay, Todd says, oh, hell, it's got to be Lucas or Spielberg. Oh,
Nope.
Don says John Ford. Donnie says Spielberg. Todd says Cameron. And then he says, nah, Cameron's not old enough. So we're getting some guesses.
Cecil B. DeMille.
Ooh, there's a guess. Dash says Kubrick.
That would be another good one.
Mm-hmm. Because remember, we're just looking at nominations. They didn't have to actually win.
Right. Well, see, that's the thing is some of them, like Spielberg, are not old enough. Mel Brooks, he old. He really old.
But don't forget, Buck, like if somebody gets nominated for their first time in 39, that still counts as the 30s, right?
Wow. I just realized how old I am because somebody could have been, it's 2025. Somebody could have been nominated in the 60s.
Yeah.
So Kubrick is probably a really good one.
Yes, we're talking about directors. So the only director to be nominated for an Oscar in 6 different decades. I will give you guys a hint. Somebody did say the right name. So the right answer is out there. Yeah, Todd says Spaceballs 2, he's going to be 100. Yeah.
No, what's going to be sad is when you say, yeah, my first off-the-wall guess was right. That's going to make me cry a little bit.
What's that?
When you say my first off-the-wall guess was right, I'm going to cry a little bit. Okay. So a smart man would probably tape this part in place first.
And that's where you say, I'm not a smart man.
That's exactly right. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it the hard way.
Run, Forrest, run. All right. So the answer is Steven Spielberg.
And I was thinking it couldn't be him because he wasn't old enough. And then I realized, oh, shit, what happened? I got old.
Yep.
Don't make me bring E.T. Skeleton over here.
And Donnie says, you don't have to say it, Buck. We know. Todd says, it's always a Steve.
Damn it, Steve. Oh. Yeah, but Donnie, you're old too.
Yes. So you're going to wait for that to dry then and just give it a quick coat of black, or do you think it'll be hidden enough?
I think I am going to give it a quick coat of black, but I need to Eric it because it's looking like it's going to fall off.
Okay. Oh.
Major accident.
Malfunction at the junction.
Major accident, nothing broken, nobody dead that we know of.
Donnie says, but you're older.
Yeah. But I act more childish. Got you there.
Donnie said, man, that coach is tough.
Okay. So we'll let that dry for a little bit. Fortunately, it's wood glue, so it should dry pretty quick, or at least set up.
Donnie says, now that sounds like a challenge.
Challenge accepted.
Accepted. Howard's like, screw this phone's autocorrect. Yes, because he said, damn it, Bug is supposed to read instructions, not Buck. All right, this next one is one I didn't know. I didn't know the answer to this one. Interesting question. Question number 14. We'll see who else knows this one. First of all, Donnie says, I have 56 years of experience of being a child.
I have more. I got 4 years of experience on you, Donnie.
Okay, now, question 14. Who is the invention of the scissors attributed to?
I was hoping it was like the indoor toilet. That one's easy. It's Crapper.
Howard's like, bedroom call. Okay, Donnie, you take care. You have a good night.
Night, Donnie. And 4 o'clock doesn't get here early. It gets here at the same time every day. Day.
Jody says Ellen DeGeneres. Howard says the Egyptians. Todd says Mr. Stabby McStabberson. No, is that what's that strange emo looking kid? Edward? Isn't that the guy? Edward Scissorhands.
Yes.
This is a name you guys all should have heard of. So, but he is attributed as being the inventor of the scissors. Yes, Howard's Edward Scissorhands. Night, Donnie, I mean.
Wait, Johnny Depp?
Yeah. Although I do like some of these, Todd, she invented scissoring, you fool. Oh, gosh.
First words after scissors invented. Don't run with those in the house.
Dang it. Howard says it was the Egyptians because I did a report on them. This is a specific person who is attributed to being the inventor.
Cleopatra.
It was a man. Okay, the answer is Leonardo da Vinci.
You said Leonardo, and my mind went to Caprio.
That's because we were just doing movies before that.
Well, my mind went to Caprio, and I'm like, wait, he's not that old.
Yeah. But that's why I said he's attributed to invention of the scissors. I mean, it's one of those things like, is he really the first inventor of the scissors, or just who's been attributed to it?
Well, that's the thing too, though, is Da Vinci invented a lot of things that he didn't invent.
Yeah.
Like a screw. He had the idea. I don't think he had the mechanical ability that far back to put an inclined plane around a cylinder.
Yes, he also invented the tank and a bunch of other stuff.
Tang? He invented. I didn't know that Leonardo DiCaprio invented Tang.
Sorry, I said tank. And I was referring to Leonardo da Vinci.
I know that.
All right. Question 15. What is the national flower of Japan?
I expect I know it because I believe I have that flower in my backyard many, many times over.
Todd says orchid or lily. Dawn says cherry blossom. Dash says orchid.
I like Don's answer too.
This is Mesopotamia 4 to 5,000 years ago for scissors. Hey, I'm just saying who is attributed for. I'm assuming they meant modern scissors. Todd says they love their silly cherries. Sakura.
Marley is sitting here lying to me. She's saying, "Dad, it's time for dinner. I fed you earlier." Oh, you know what? I think he's saying, "Dad, can we go upstairs?"
Oh.
Not yet, buddy.
Yeah, Todd says not my first guess, but that's got to be it. And Howard wants to start an ID10 T fight.
Watch out. You're in the Marley. You're in the way. I can't get to the bench now. There. You can stay there now. I'm fighting with a dog. Wait, usually when there's an ID10T fight, that means that the internet goes down. Don't do it, Howard.
Okay, the answer for question number 15, what is the national flower of Japan, is no, I'm just kidding. The cherry blossom.
The daisy. It's the daisy. Duke. The daisy Duke.
Yeah, by the way, I like that picture, picture in Discord there, the Daisy Dukes. That meme.
Yep.
That was good. Was that Keith or was that you?
I think it was Keith.
Okay. Yeah, it was a good one.
I'll tell you in a second. Let's see. Because I posted many times today in the off topic. Wait, I thought that was an off topic. Maybe it wasn't. Oh, wait, there it is. It was Keith.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Well, what about the one I posted that said, okay, so naked running. Apparently, this means running without GPS, music, or any other tech. I really wish I knew this an hour ago.
I was watching a police video earlier today, and they were chasing a naked guy who's a sex offender. They had a warrant for him and a warrant for the house, and so they go there to the house, and he, I guess, hops out the back of the house naked with a gun in his hand. They had to chase him for a while, but they had a helicopter there watching and filming him the entire time.
Why would you run with a gun in your hand? Naked.
All right, this one may be a little bit easier of a question. Question 16. What is a second full moon within a single calendar month called?
It's a song. I know
It
that
is.
song.
It is. It is a simple question.
I liked your sign there. It goes without saying, Dash, that most of the stuff you post, I get a kick out of.
See, Jody says Buck Moon.
Yes, it's a buck moon. What the fuck?
Let's see here. Andrew's here now. Don says new. Andrew says once in a blue moon. Todd says New Order, Blue Monday, great song. Jody says we had one the other night. And then dash back to bedroom golf.
Wow, that works so much better. Door doesn't fall in.
There you go.
Wow. Sometimes if you read the instructions, things go right. And I now have pads to glue on.
I almost said Ted. I don't know why. Todd said
Kid.
I thought it was a pink moon.
That's the dark side of the moon.
Oh, it's Sailor Moon. Todd says every blue moon dash gets to play bedroom golf.
Once in a blue moon.
And Don's happy with what you did. He said you made it gooder.
I made it gooder. I made it fix. Oh no, I glued myself together. Oh wait, did you hear that? Todd just threw up.
All right, the answer is Blue Moon.
Yep. Blue moon. I don't know the words to this song.
Why is the moon sad? Leave it alone. It's going through a phase. It's going through many phases.
Technically, if a month has 30 days, every month has a blue moon.
Jody says emo moon. Don says good beer.
Okay. Now, to fix the I don't like the way the hinge looks right now because of the paint coming off of it.
Right. You don't like the patina it gets? The weathered look?
It just comes out as brass, and I don't think it would have been brass.
No.
I think it would have been iron, like the bars, or like the little metal thing that I use to make my clothes flat.
Todd. Todd says, why do asteroids taste better than the moon? They are a little meteor. Yeah, Howard's asking a question. Didn't Keith stream tonight? I was trying to figure that out because
He
I
did.
thought it seemed, yeah. So he did before Buck.
We are closing in on 4 hours of streams tonight.
Yep, and Jody's going on after this.
Yep.
Okay, question 17. Question 17. Which mountain range is the longest in the world? Todd says HDM has gone off the rails tonight. Judy, yep. I love us.
When don't we go off the rails?
Todd is guessing Andes is his first thought. Jody says
Nope.
the Rockies.
Yep. I go with the Rockies. Na, 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 na.
Anybody for the Himalayas? Anyone? Don says the Rockies.
And the Bullwinkles. No?
Himalaya who?
Hima who? Humana who?
Yeah, if you're only going for 2 hours, I think we're doing good now on the questions.
Yep. Oh, and the glue is gooped up.
Don's like, watch out for Dash Himalaya, his girlfriend.
Ew, that's gross.
Jody, Himalayas? So the answer is cherry blossom. No, wait.
Damn it. I knew that one.
Blue moon. No, that's not it. Where was I on this page? So the answer is
over there.
It is the Andes.
What?
Yep, the Andes is the longest one.
I thought it was the Rockies.
I was like, ha, losers.
Leave? I not leave now.
Why do doctors leave the room when you change? They're going to see you naked anyways.
That's easy. They let you pile up your clothes and fold them and everything so they don't have to look at the brown streaks that might be there. Oh, wait, that's Ian. That's Ian's doctor. Was that mean? I'm sorry.
Don says, Todd is teasing us, Daddy. Daddy Buck, do, Daddy Buck. Oh, sorry.
So they can go press record on the camera. If you got brief streaks,
he's gonna find out the worst way.
Yeah,
he's gonna be happy he's wearing that glove, and probably happy if he's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Howard says, "Why do you have to put your 2 cents in? But it's only a penny for your thoughts. Where's that extra penny going, Todd? The government.
I can agree with that.
This is why I keep my window shades down. All right, we're getting to near the end here. There's about 15 minutes left in the stream. And we got the locking mechanism now in place.
Ah, damn it. The hinge came off the other side.
Ooh, it did. Yeah, I see that.
This door hates me.
Okay, next question is an animal question.
Animal.
Question 18. What is the term for a group of flamingos? Now, if you think back to, I believe it was September 16th of last year, I asked this question. I'm just kidding. I have no freaking clue what day I asked it, but I know I asked it last year sometime.
Wait a minute. Let me rewind the tape.
So what is the term for a group of flamingos? Yeah, Howard says flock.
What the flock?
Because they are birds.
Oh, look at that. I re-glued the hinge and that part that wasn't going on just whoop right in there.
Perfect. Todd says, oh, I used to know this, but I had to erase it to make room for Apache parts names. No, it's a silly name. 40-year-old lawn display. Yeah, maybe. I'll give that half points.
I know it's something really odd, like, a murder of crows.
Todd says the Florida lawn trash. Easier to tip than cows. Once you hear it, you'll remember it again for quite a while. More than likely.
They want me to cut into the frame.
Really?
I'm not going to. Yep. What they say to do is cut a notch in here. But my frame for the bars is far enough back that I can actually get this to go over top of it.
Todd says, born white, get pink from the food they eat. Yes, that is correct. And Todd said, looked it up. Yep, I used to know that.
Todd's out tipping cows again.
Yeah. Howard said, Todd, if you ever tip a cow, it wasn't a cow because I just told you cows do not sleep standing up. Only horses because they can lock their knees. Okay. So the answer is what is the term of a group of flamingos is flamboyance.
That's right.
A flamboyance of flamingos.
Wait, didn't they go to court and take that away and you can only use that now in San Francisco?
Well, that's maybe in America, but I don't know.
Yeah. Wait, you guys have flamingos in California, Canada?
Hey, we have zoos.
Poor flamingo in the winter.
Not that, and I assume they migrate.
I have a feeling. Yeah, the holes aren't there. What the hell? What the hell? Nope. See? It's white metal. It's got it's covered.
You gotta clear them.
Yep. Well, it's just like I just cleared the lock because there is quite a bit of flash on it. But the one part I was concerned about was the middle there. I had to clear that little divot out.
So, Andrew says, Todd, is that a 15, 18, or 20% tip?
If I have to order from my car or standing up,
no so no tip.
That reminds me of the old joke about the leper and the prostitute, but I'm not going to tell it.
Yeah.
You know the joke, I take it.
Yes.
It's a terrible joke.
It is.
That's why I know it. Because I'm a terrible person.
Andrew says a guy sitting at our table at the basically at the luau in Hawaii, who was from Texas, thought we couldn't possibly have cows in Canada because it was too cold.
Yeah, about that. It's like, I used to like when people found out that I was from Alaska, and then they found out that I knew what TV was. Like, really?
And Jody said, doesn't he know about Montana or Oregon and Oregon? What about Michigan?
Yeah.
Minnesota. Todd says, Old Lahaina Luau was a good show. Basically, basically Southern Canada. Minnesota for sure.
Hell, we had cows in Alaska.
Todd says, my sister still says a boot. Yeah, sometimes I hear some Canadians say a boot as well.
What about that?
Yeah.
Or should we say, what's that all about?
No do to boot it. Okay. So, question number 19. What or who is the Ford Mustang named after?
How bad is that?
That's loud, but not horrible for me.
Hang
but
on.
I'm not wearing earphones or anything.
Let me mute.
So that's question number 19. What or who is the Ford Mustang named after? See here. Don says the P-51. Dash says the horse. Jody says a horse named Sue. Jeff says he's back.
Wait, that's not the answer. I don't think the answer to any of your questions is I'm back. I would say the Mustang would be named after the horse.
The answer is it's named after a guy named David Mustang. So just end the trivia questions here soon before the stream does. We'll go with the answer. So the question had been, what or who is the Ford Mustang named after? And it's named after The fighter plane from World War II, the P-51 Mustang.
Really?
Don was correct. Yep.
Why the hell do they put a horse on it then?
Howard put in $9.99. Bedroom golf. Dang it.
Howard wins. I think that's good. I think that will work.
There you go. Dashed twice. That's correct.
That's right. I've been double dashed. Now watch
it's
the whole
double tap
line up.
dash down. Oh, wait. Yep, says honorary winner. Give him the prize.
The hose does not line up. Damn it.
Oh, and Howard dashed Will's workshop tonight, too.
Oh, nice.
All right. This last question, question 20, is for anybody who's thinks themselves a superhero fan. Okay. For the publisher that brought you Superman and other memorable heroes, what does DC stand for?
Deranged Cat.
Oh, Buck's the winner. Deranged Cat is the answer. No. What does DC stand for?
It's right. Deranged Cat Comics.
Howard says Detective Comics. Jody says winner.
So close.
Yet so far away. Todd says dope, cool.
There we go. I will get the lock finished yet.
Don says night putting.
Bedroom golf. That's what it stands for.
Bedroom golf?
Oh, you know what? Look at that. That will not turn, make the corner with the two pieces.
Huh. Todd said didn't color. Don says don't care. So
I like Detective Comics simply because that's what the Batman comics were started to be called at one point.
But then wouldn't you be saying the Detective Comics if you say DC Comics?
Yes. It's just like the common access card that we use a lot in the States now to sign on computers and things like that. People call it their CAC card.
Yeah.
Yes, ATM machines.
Yep. So yes, the answer is Detective Comics. So when you say DC Comics, you're saying Detective Comics.
Yes.
Just like ATM machine, you're saying automated teller machine. So that was the 20 questions for tonight.
Very cool.
Some a little easier, some a little harder. So I kind of try to do a little bit of almost like a little bit of a wave thing there, where we go, from easier to harder to easier again, and back to harder, and then back to easier. But for some people, being a little smarter. Some of them will be a little easier. And we know Don really liked those Western questions. Actually, I like those Western questions that I had found because they did have the trivia afterwards. I thought that was kind of cool.
Wait, Jody said that was my nickname in high school. I think he's referring to ATM machine.
Ask the mouth.
So this is actually a perfect time because the next thing we're going to do is position and glue 5 windows in place centered on the side wall thickness and wait. Oh, done. And yes, great selection of questions.
Thank you.
And it worked out exactly right because if I hadn't screwed up with the door, it would have been quicker. But I got all 5 of the windows with bars in. And I got the door on here. I'm going to leave the door shut for the most part. And I like the hardware the way it is. I wish I hadn't painted this one over here. Yeah. It is coming along.
So we get Don saying Dash wins. Don says we were all winners tonight. You were, just for playing along.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got a great selection of questions. That was fun, Ken and Buck. Thanks. You're welcome. And great stream. We all had fun. I'm glad you guys did. I'm sure Buck is as well.
Oh, yeah. And, look at that. 3 more pages, and we're halfway through the book.
Nice.
Well, this is the easy part.
Yeah. Building a box.
Yeah, building a box is the easy part. This is the nightmare fuel.
Ooh, that does look a little difficult.
Especially because it's all made out of it's not your normal white metal, but it's all made out of white metal.
Yeah.
Axle shaft should be filed smooth for wheel hubs to turn freely. But yeah, a little bit of prep work today. I really like the way this is coming along. It's going to get the lettering on the side soon. And there's a couple of mistakes, but that's okay. That's what makes modeling fun. So
I have a question, though, for the audience. Do you guys prefer where you just have to come up with an answer, or do you prefer when it was multiple choice like it was for the Western questions? For those of you still around and able to type.
I'll be honest, I like having an answer given to me, but it also makes it makes it a lot more easy.
Yeah.
This stream was sponsored by Dash. Have you been Dash today? Take time to like and subscribe and hit the thumbs up button, or you will live to regret it. Wow.
Let's see here. Todd says free answers are more entertaining to screw around with.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Let's see if anybody else has something to say before the end credits are done here tonight.
And I just saw from Discord that it is not stopping. It's going to be busy today because Jody's going to be streaming in 26 minutes because Jody's a smart man. He knows I always go over. And Angry Hobby is about to start streaming as well.
And Don said multiple guesses. Yes, he did.
Yes.
So so we'll see in the future. I may, come back and forth. So,
what would be fun, since you see the questions before any of us hear them.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple guess on ones that are, you're not gonna have really off the wall answers, and leave the ones that you can come up with the off the wall answers with no answer.
Possible. Yeah, that's what Imadawa says is could always mix with both. Yep.
Yep.
So, yeah, we'll see for the next one.
So, okay, I got to take a deep breath to do this because it has gotten to be a lot. So, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new content. Stop by HTM because we have always got something going on. Tonight we had Keith streaming before I streamed. I streamed for the last 2 hours. Jody will be streaming. Angry Hobby is also about to start streaming. And then tomorrow we have the Woody Wednesday stream. Thursday we'll have Jordan. Friday we'll have our normal HTM group stream. Sunday we'll have Andrew. Saturday we'll have Andrew. Sunday we'll have the normal HTM group stream. And then back to Monday we'll have Donnie streaming with his minis. Not sure if Keith is going to stream next Tuesday or not. If he's not, I will move an hour forward to 8 o'clock Eastern time. If he does, he'll stream from 7 to 9 Eastern, then I'll stream from 9 to 11 Eastern. Lots of streams always going on. Stop screaming. Who's screaming? But lots of streams always going on. Ken, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Thanks for playing along, everyone. You guys take care and have a great night.
So with that, I'm going to say, have a great evening. Have a great day tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And we will see you in the next video, stream, or what have you. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.